And so one of the things I always say to people is, while you're maintaining your day-to-day hustle, test those ideas, experiment, get something out there so that when you do decide to move, then you don't have this big drop off. Whereas for me, it took, I struggled a little bit, and then I ended up getting fired from my second to last corporate job. And that's when I said, I'll never be in this position again to let other people dictate my fate. And so the heat of the fire, I would say to you, pushed me. And now when I meet with people, I say, you can learn from my story so that you don't have to wait for those circumstances to make the change. But it just felt right. And I realized at some point, you don't always have to have all the answers in front of you. You just have to take one step. And that faith and that assurance, that little voice in you that says, this isn't right, was what propelled me to go forward. And that is something that 18 years later, now having worked on 6 continents and worked with all sorts of CEOs and CFOs and COOs and people with longer acronyms, you realize that you have to design your life. And that's the thing that's really important. It's not taking that script, but then being intentional and saying, well, what feels right for me, and not just going by what everybody else is doing because it's easy. And I also recognize the privilege that for many of us, just making sure that you have a roof over your head and food on the table, if you have a family, you want to take care of yourself, is a necessity. But while I didn't have a mortgage, I didn't have a partner with an expensive habit, I didn't have any kids, and I had freedom, I needed to take advantage of it.
Yeah.